Hi, good afternoon class. Today we are going to discuss about the history of the theatrical forms and their evolution. Theater began from myth, ritual, and ceremony. Early society perceived connections between actions performed by groups of people or leaders to a certain society, and these actions moved from habit to tradition, to ritual, and a ceremony due to human desire and need for entertainment. Theater means place of seeing, but it is more than the buildings where performance takes place. Now let's begin with the first period, the Greek theater. European theater began in ancient Greece. It began around 700 BC with festival honoring their god. Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility, has religious festivals called the Cult of Dionysus to honor him. Ancient Greece has three types of drama. The first one is tragedy, a compound of two Greek words tragos or goat and won meaning ode or song, was the most admired type of play. It dealt with tragic events and have an happy ending, especially one concerning the downfall of the main character. Thespis was the first actor and introduced the use of masks and was called the father of tragedy. The second one is the comedy. The plays were derived from imitation. There were no traces of their origin. Aristophanes wrote the most of the comedy plays. The third one is satire. These plays contain comic elements to lighten the overall mood or a serious plays with a happy ending. This is a short, light-hearted tale piece performed after each trilogy of tragedies. The theater building in Greek period was called theatron. It is a large, open-air structure constructed on the slope of hills and consisted of three main elements: the orchestra, the scene, and the audience. Now let's move to the next period, the Roman theater. The theater of ancient Rome started in the 3rd century BC. It had varied and interesting art forms such as festival performances of street theater, acrobatics, the staging of comedies of Plautus, and the high verbally elaborate tragedies of Seneca. The usual themes for Roman theater plays were chariots races, gladiators, and public executions. Comedy plays were popular too in the Roman theater from 350 to 250 BC, and women were allowed to perform. The Triumvir of Pompeii was one of the first permanent, non-wooden theaters in Rome, whose structure was somewhat similar to the Theatron of Athens.